Welcome everybody back to the Wave Gaming channel and welcome to my NBA 2K26 MyGM series where we're taking control of a franchise and building them into a dynasty. In this series we'll be making trades, scouting draft picks, and making the tough GM decisions to turn this team into a championship style team. But before we do that, let's pick our backstory. Now, I've been looking at some of these off camera, and honestly, I think the best one is a capitalist, where it replenishes all your chat points at the All Star break, which I feel like is going to be very important for this mode. So let's pick that. And with our available attribute points, I'm going to put it on offensive coaching and charisma. That way we can somewhat affect the trades that we will be making in this series. And I'm going to increase all shooting attributes by 3 with the shot doctor. Now, going into this, I want to rebuild a team that is kinda in the middle. We don't know who they are. We don't know the identity of them. They could be a contending team one year, but then the next year they turn around and they make some decisions in the offseason that just aren't smart for their future. And I think you all know who I'm talking about. Let's go ahead and reveal that team. That team is none other than the Sacramento Kings. And right off the bat, we're talking to our governor, Ryan Lance. Good afternoon and welcome to the Kings. Glad to be here. What would you like to discuss first? Well, would you like a general overview of your duties, or should I dive straight into what I expect for you this season? Now, before we answer this, I already kind of went over the general review off camera, so I'm going to go straight into what he wants from us this season. Sure, let's go ahead and go over the primary directive then. We need to improve the staff's morale, get everyone's morale to 70 or higher. I think that's doable. In addition, here's the secondary, less important directive. We need to keep a tight budget. Do not go into the luxury tax this year, no matter what. Keep those in mind, and we should be doing great. That said, go ahead and set the facilities you like to start out for this year. So the facilities are here. I think training facility is very important. Source sports medicine. I think we're going to stick with this for now. $107 for a ticket. I want the attendance to be pretty good this year, so I'm going to lower that down to $80 a ticket. And the concession stands, we're going to make that $20. Luxury box prices, let's lower that down to $400. That way we get some more attendance this year, and I feel like if we get more attendance, we're going to get more money. So why not do that? We'll bump that up to 80. And I think we're good. I think that about wraps it up. Any questions, my door is always open. Got it. I'll make sure to make it happen. Talk to you later, sir. And already we have some people that are wanting to talk to us. Let's go ahead and let's talk to this guy first. It is actually our head scout, James Gentry. Afternoon, Chief. Thanks for making time. Of course. What do you want to talk about? Well, I feel like the team isn't spending enough time in the film room. I make notes before and after every game, and it's a tough, annoying. I apologize. I cannot read that well. I make notes before and after every game, and it's a touch annoying to have players disregard what goes on in the study session. All right, so now we have to decide what we want to answer with. We can go with the business 5. Sounds like our facilities are due for some sprucing up. I'll see to it that the film room has comfortable chairs and more amenities. Maybe we hold a fun movie night or something. Whoa, sweet. Getting the team more invested might really help out with what I'm after. Thanks, Chief. No problem, cuh. I apologize. That was the most widest thing you guys probably heard. Our governor is wanting to talk to us once again, so let's see what he has to say. Great, glad to see you here. Come on in. Of course, sir, what do you want to talk about? Well, I've been seeing all the hardware our team has accumulated over the years, but I really haven't done as much in my tenure as governor as I'd like. How so? Well, we have a truly tremendous franchise, but I haven't left my mark as much as I'd like, and that's where you come in. You want us to win a chip? At the very least, I want to have the history books fondly regard my time as a bright spot in our industrial in illustrious history. I promise I graduated from high school. Didn't go to college, but I did graduate from high school. Okay, I'm starting to get the picture. What are we talking here? Well, obviously I want to win as many titles as possible. How many do you think you can get in the next 3 years? I am not saying 3 years, 3 rings. Yeah, I'm going to go with this one. Nothing's guaranteed in this game with injuries and hot streaks. I don't want to promise something I can't deliver. Enough with the political talk. I brought you here to win, not to blow hot air. I want at least 2 titles in the next three years. Can you do it? It'll be tough, but I'll do my best to make it happen. I'm sorry, but that's too much for me. I can't promise that. Yeah, there's no way. I'm deeply disappointed. You're dismissed. Dude, there's no way we're going to win 2 titles in the next 3 years with this roster. There's just no way. Alright, let's see what the guys are wanting. So it looks like Dennis Schroeder is wanting to talk to us. Just the man I wanted to see. Thanks for coming by. No problem. I always have time for our star player. He's not our star player. Well, after getting out of practice, I'm not going to lie, I can feel the miles have really begun to take a toll on my body. Even stretching back to middle school, the grind has been real. I totally hear you, especially after making the jump to 82 games a year, plus all the extra work you've put in the postseason. I'm sure you're more than a little worn out. Yep, and that's why I want to talk to you a bit. Would it be possible to lower the practice intensity a bit? No, I don't want to do that. Yeah, I'll do that one. Oh, okay. Well, we'll just move on to the next guy then, and it's actually our best player, Domantas Sabonis. Let's see what he has to say. Hey, I'm glad you're here. I've had a lot on my mind lately. Is that so? Like what? Namely, okay, my legacy. What sort of impact I'll make on the league? You mean like your name will be registered in the annals of history of how your name will be remembered around pickup gyms for years to come, or maybe rings. I'm talking about rings. Oh, well, a very admirable goal. What's that have to do with wanting to see me? Well, I want you to level with me. Are you seriously pushing to win it all this year? If you aren't, I'd like to be traded to a contender. I don't have it in me for any more rebuilds. Oh boy. All right, let's see what our options are here. I think I'm going to go with this one. I hear you. Like most teams, we're trying to do the best we can without completely mortgaging our future. Not the answer you want. Sure, but it's the most honest one I can give. I see. I guess you can't really commit to anything. That's a little disappointing. I guess just forget the whole thing. I really don't want to. I really don't want to trade Sabonis, but there are a couple guys that I will look at trading. Guys like Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, and Malik Monk. Also, Dennis Schroeder. These four are actually the main 4 that I'm going to look at trading this year. Zach LaVine this is his last year on his contract, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't see a long-term future with Zach LaVine for this team, so it might just be time for him and the Sacramento Kings to move on. DeMar DeRozan is 36 years old, and honestly, I feel like it'd be a disservice if I didn't try to trade him to a contending team. Malik Monk is still 27, and he has a lot of value. I feel I can get some good value out of him if I do trade him now. And Dennis Schroeder, I mean, he is our best point guard, but he is taking minutes away from guys like Devin Carter and Keon Ellis. So, with that being said, I think there's definitely going to be two names that I put on the trade block this year: Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan. I feel like these two are going to be definitely the two that we're going to look to trade this season. Definitely Zach LaVine because of the 1 year deal. I just don't see a world where I give him a big contract extension that we all know that he's going to probably want. He does have a player option this year, and for sure he is going to opt in to that player option, but I just don't feel like we can take that big of a hit. But with that being said, some untouchables for this team: Keegan Murray, Keon Ellis, and Devin Carter are all untouchable. Actually, yeah, just Keegan Murray. I feel like Keegan Murray is our future, could be our future star in the making. This has been episode 1 of the MyGM series here for the Sacramento Kings. If you guys like this type of content, go ahead and make sure you ride that wave to the subscribe button and the like button, and comment down below what you guys think I should do with Domantas Sabonis. Should I trade him as well, or should I just keep him along with the ride and possibly make a championship type team around him? Also, let me know what I should do with Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Malik Monk, and Dennis Schroeder. In the next episode, we're going to be playing our first game against the Phoenix Suns. With that being said, I'll catch y'all in episode 2.